Direct Yux, mahina ka daw, sabi ni Kuya Mark. Flag na. Ito na, naglalakad na.
Ay, sorry naman. Yung naka-red lipstick. Ay, sorry naman.
Good morning, I'm Sean Yao, and this is One News Now. Malacanang assures the public that there are enough safeguards in the proposed Anti-Terrorism Act against possible abuse. Presidential spokesman Harry Roque also reiterated that President Duterte will closely scrutinize the much criticized bill. The palace official insists that there are strict provisions for the designation of an act as a terrorist activity. Roque added that the recommendations of the Justice Department will also be important once the chief executive acts on the measure. Several groups and lawmakers have denounced the bill, citing vague provisions. Among those is the alleged unconstitutionality of the planned creation of an anti-terrorism council. The president was given 30 days to sign or veto the bill in its entirety or in parts, or else it will lapse into law. And the IATF approves a recommendation of the Trade Department to allow the gradual resumption of dine-in services in areas under general community quarantine and modified GCQ. In a phone interview, Trade Secretary Mon Lopez said that 30% of their operating capacity will be allowed starting June 15, provided that they strictly follow health protocols. These include observing distance between tables and chairs, providing foot baths, and installing dividers and markers at the dining area. Customers are also required to wear face masks, while establishments should have thermal scanners and rubbing alcohol. The IATF is now set to present the recommendation to the president, who has the final say. And Sitio Kaingin Bukid in Quezon City was placed under a 14-day lockdown because of the rising number of COVID-19 cases in that area. Stores in Sitio Kaingin are closed to give way for disinfection. The local government of QC says that affected residents have been given relief goods for the 14-day lockdown period. Health authorities will also be conducting rapid testing during this said time. The sitio, with around 1,600 families, recorded some 26 COVID-19 cases. And the NBI, or National Bureau of Investigation, warns that online prostitution is on the rise after apprehending 2 minors in Taguig for human trafficking. Authorities received reports of underage women being offered for sex on social media. They entrapped the suspects in an apartel after posing as clients, and they will be facing human trafficking charges as well as violation of the Bayanihan to Heal as One Act. More parents are now opting to homeschool their kids, especially as the education sector shifts to their new normal. Camille Samonte with the story.
Paying for expensive tuition and miscellaneous fees is a common problem faced by many parents every school year. But Eva avoided these expenses by homeschooling her children.
It's budget friendly. Syempre now, 'di ba, we prefer it, 'di ba, during this crisis. No more traveling expenses. Well, I think medyo matagal pa to na wala sila sa school talaga. Pero yon, wala na mga expenses na gano'n. They can eat at home. You can choose the activities, extracurricular activities according to your budget.
Homeschooling also boasts of academic flexibility as children could learn at their own pace.
Academically, you can customize their education, meaning choose the curriculum, the homeschool materials that complements their learning style and your values as a parent. Tapos sa mga friends naman, no peer pressure, no bullying. You can control bad influences.
Felici Buzon, a homeschool advocate, says the scheme also strengthens the bond between the parents and their kids.
Studies have shown that when you learn things together, nagbaband kayo eh. Yon. And then the other thing pa, which is very encouraging, that may academic advantage yung yung supervision ng parent. Studies also have shown na when parents are involved in the education of their children, nag-i-improve ang performance ng bata.
Gaining social skills is also not an issue in homeschooling.
Ang tawag po dun sa socialization na nangyayari sa isang homeschooler, it's called integrated socialization. Meaning, meron siyang nakakasalimuha na mas matanda sa kanya, mas bata sa kanya, o kaedad niya. Kasi there are households na nandun si lolo, nandun si lola, di ba? So, yung ganong klaseng socialization, ano yun eh, it's an example of life.
The Education Department has free self-learning modules for parents who opt for homeschooling. Buzon advises parents to attend seminars and join homeschooler support groups such as Homeschooling Association of the Philippine Islands and Philippine Homeschoolers Association. For News 5, Camille Samonte, we are One News.
We're going to take a quick break, but we will be back with more stories after that. Stay with us here on One News. Welcome back to One News Now. The regional office of the LTFRB, or Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board in Davao, has added additional bus routes for inter-provincial travel as well as more trips in existing routes. Jem Avancenia joins us live from Davao City for today's morning rush. Hi Jem, how's the situation over there?
Sean, as we can see here in Davao City Overland Transport Terminal, more buses are on standby waiting for their trips for today. This comes after LTFRB Region 11 added trips and routes for inter-provincial travel here in Davao Region. Starting today, instead of just one trip, LTFRB now allows for 2 bus trips per day in every open bus route in the region. They also added the Davao Bansalan, Davao Malita, and Davao Buda routes from the Davao City Overland Transport Terminal. Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte, who also heads the Davao Region COVID-19 Task Force, says the LTFRB are still coordinating with other LGUs for the possible resumption of inter-regional bus trips. Recall that before the reopening of commercial flights in Davao International Airport, Mayor Duterte asked for the augmentation of bus trips so that passengers could easily travel to their hometowns without getting stranded in the city. She also stopped the rapid diagnostic testing for incoming passengers in Davao Airport. The local chief executive said that using RDT tools is not worth the investment because of its limitation to detect carriers of COVID-19. She explained that the city will instead focus on community surveillance and will distribute the RDTs on different health district offices in the city. Meanwhile, local police stations in Davao City are now tasked to release travel authorities. Davao City Police Office said this aims to decongest the volume of people coming in their office and to make it easier for individuals to secure the documents they need for travel. Yesterday, some of the clients have to fall in line for 4 to 5 hours before they could process their travel authority. But as we checked this morning in Talomo Police Station, it took only 30 to 45 minutes for one person to secure his document. Sean, meanwhile, 12 additional cases of COVID-19 were recorded by the DOH Region 11 yesterday. This brings a total of 392 total cases of COVID-19 in the entire region. Sean?
All right, Jem, I can't help but notice that it looks like not very crowded where you are right now. You seem to be in a bus station. How is the situation there with the morning rush hour? Are there stranded commuters, maybe stranded people from other provinces? Can you paint us a picture?
Sean, compare last week, in this same terminal, there are many passengers who arrive here in the terminal hoping they could go back to their provinces. But compared today, there are only very few passengers, maybe because those locally stranded individuals were able to went back home to their provinces last week. Sean?
All right, like you said, also the line to secure a travel authority in the police station was kind of long yesterday, 4 to 5 hours wait. Today, because they're allowing all police stations to issue the travel authority, are shorter lines and shorter wait times expected.
Yes, Sean, since Davao City Police Office has 12 local police stations, so travelers could easily get their travel authority since they have to fall in line for around 30 to 45 minutes only. Compare yesterday and since Monday that some travelers has to fall in line for 4 to 5 hours just to secure the travel authority. Sean?
All right, looks like things are slowly going back to, or at least things there are going towards a new normal. Thank you very much for that update. News 5's Jem Avancenia joining us live from Davao City. Meanwhile, in Thailand, they are considering reopening more businesses after the country reported no local COVID-19 transmissions in the past 16 days. According to the Thai Center for COVID-19 Situation Administration, the plan includes schools, amusement parks, and outdoor sports facilities. The office says these establishments could resume operations as early as June 15. Just 3 days ago, New Zealand lifted COVID-19 measures and restrictions after the last known infected person in the country recovered. Malacanang, meanwhile, says the feat would be difficult to attain here in the Philippines given the country's population density. And a Filipino artist is making the most of the lockdown by making character face masks. Prosthetic artist Rene Abelardo took the internet by storm as he started selling these not-so-ordinary masks. His usual subjects are spooky creatures. Abelardo spends about an hour working on each face mask, which he then sells online for 300 pesos. For more updates, follow News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Just register for a free account now over at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Sean Yao, and we are One News.